If you have subscribed to my channel, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed and are watching, welcome. I just want to talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts of running a successful business. And these are a few things that I had to learn on this journey of trying to run, well, not trying, but running my own business. Because when I started out small, and I started out with no money, but over the years, things kind of moved up. So I want to just talk a little bit about the do's and the don'ts of running a successful business. Things that I myself had to learn. So the first do and don't of running a successful business is charge accordingly. If you put a specific price on your item, stick with that price. Unless you decide to, um, unless you decide to, I'm gonna say if someone buy multiple items from you, and if you decide to give them a discount, that's fine. But charge accordingly to what you think your products are worth. And the don't is, don't let anyone, y'all, I'm looking down because I have a lot of stuff written down. Don't let anyone try to run a game on you. Now me, I've had that happen to me multiple times. And the reason why I allow it to happen is because I was trying to be nice, trying to be reasonable, and you know, trying not to charge an arm and a leg. And for example, I had someone ask me about doing a balloon garland, and they asked me how much I charge. And when I gave them my price, they looked at me like, you know, that's too much. That's the, that's what I got out of the way they looked. But anyway, when I gave them my price, and they looked and they said, "Well, give me your number and I will call you, and and we would go from there." But and I myself had to learn how to stand firm on my prices. Because but before that, someone else asked me to do one of those. It was a balloon garland for a baby shower, but they wanted to be like a rainbow with the clouds at the end. So when they asked me how much I charged, and I told them I gave them my price on what I charged, and they said, "Well, what if I buy my own balloon?" Okay, whatever suits you. So they got the balloon, and then I gave them a price on what I charged. And they didn't pay me at the time of the service. They paid me, I think, like a month later. But I didn't charge them that much. And and I'm thinking like, oh, I'm trying to be too nice. The 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 time that I put in on doing that, like blowing up the balloon, putting them together, um, I think I had to travel um, about 20 miles out. And, I didn't add in my time, my gas, and all that stuff. I just gave them a price. And I had to learn from that. So another lady came to me and she said, "Oh, your balloon garlands, they be so pretty. How much you charge?" So I gave her a price. And she looked at me like that was too much. She gave me, like, she asked for my number. I gave her my number, and then she called and, to let me know that that was her. So I got back home and I messaged her I think twice. I heard nothing else from her. So that let me know that she didn't want to pay for my services. And I even offered to put my backdrop stand it with in there for free. But she still didn't want to pay me what I was charging. So I'm like, I can't let people keep ripping me off. I'm trying to be nice, and I'm not charging what this stuff is really worth. And that's something that I had to learn. And another do is know your worth. Know your worth. If you know that your product is um, like this backdrop. I know I got this side hanging too long, but I only did it for just to do a video. I know this got to go up some, but if I was doing it for someone's event, it would look a whole lot better than this. This is just something that I was putting together to let people know what I do. So I had to learn to know my worth. Now something like this, and I would add more stuff to it, maybe add happy birthday or whatever on to this, and I would charge a reasonable price, but it will be worth the price that I charge. So I had to learn my worth. And my don't on that is, don't let anyone tell you what they will pay. I've had that happen to me too. I did an event for someone, and they was asking me about this and this and this and this. And I gave them a price, and which it was something simple for a birthday party, and that's been about maybe about 10 years ago or longer. But I did the which they, and I asked them, I said, well, where are you gonna have it at? What are your colors? Um, Really, what are you expecting from me? And she told me, she said, well, Renee, just work your magic. And I did that, and I gave her my price. And I did not get my money right then. That's another thing I had to learn. I did not get my money right then, which I have made it to where at the time of my consultation, you got to give me a deposit. 2 weeks before, 2 weeks prior to your event, it has to be paid in full. So those are two things I had to start putting in my contract because people were getting over on me. So the lady did the event one Saturday. It was kind of like, I think it was about 3 or 4 o'clock up in the day, and went there, and set up and everything, and people started coming in and telling me how beautiful it was. And so, look for the lady to get my money. She kept giving me the runaround. Oh, I got to go to the bank. I need to go to the ATM machine. I don't have it on me. All I have is my card. And I'm like, okay, you can give it to me later. Trying to be nice. And that Sunday, I was going out of town. And I called. And she said, well, I will just meet you. I said, well, I'm headed out of town. Can you meet me at such and such place at such and such time? Got to the place. I text her again. Okay, I'm on my way. Text her again. I am here. I think I waited on her for over an hour. And she was right in the area, over an hour. So when she pulled up, she reached her hand out her vehicle window, handed me some money, and me thinking that it was all the money that I had charged her, didn't count it. She handed me the money and she pulled out real fast. It wasn't even 10% of what I had charged her. And it hurted me at the time because I was trying to be nice and do this for her because she was doing it for her sister. Did this for her, and then to me that was a slap in the face because I done took out my time. I done left my family reunion to do this for you, and then you gonna hand me not even 10% of my money? I just let it go. But it won't happen again. I made That's what I said to myself. You did me like that this time. Don't ask me. I know I want to make my money, but you can't burn me twice. so so she didn't even give me 10% of my money. And me not thinking to count it before, when she handed it to me. But as soon as she handed it to me, she just pulled off. She knew that that was not all my money. So, another mistake I made. Okay, another do. Put your profit into a bank account. I know a lot of people they don't like, well, some people don't like putting their money in the bank because they want it to be easy access. Well, which it will be easy access. Put in a savings account, checking account or what have you. So I had to learn that also, to put my profit into a bank account, because when you have this money on hand, me personally, when I have my money on me, and when these sales come up, I just go, I spend, and then I look down, all my profit is gone. That's bad to say, but all my profit be gone. Then I have to try to rebuild from scratch. So that's a do. Put your money in a bank account. And then the don't is, no matter what, don't spend your profit. That was for me. That was for me. Don't spend your profit. Because like me, if I have it on me, and whenever I walk in a store and if I see something, like the majority of the time, every time I go in Walmart, I always go and check for clearance. I check for rollbacks. I'm always checking for things that are on sale. And sometimes when we have the money on us and we spending, and not having a budget of the spending, before you know it, we'll be done spent all of our profit. So I just want to take out a little time to tell you all about the do's and don'ts running a successful business. Mainly, it was the motivation and encouragement for me, because these are some of the things that I had to learn. I had to start charging accordingly. I had to know my worth. Then I had to learn how to not spend my profit. So those are the do's that I apply to myself, because if I don't apply it to myself, how can I tell you? That's just like when I be, saying stuff about people that minister to people. If you don't apply what you say, if you telling me about the Bible and you're not applying it to you, that's not helping me. Because if you tell me don't do something, and then I'm trying my best not to do it, but then I see you doing it, that's not helping me. Because I'm like, well, if they can do it, why I can't do it? So that's just a few things that I had to learn how to do for myself. I had to learn how to, do the do's and then go back and do the don'ts. So I just want to encourage someone, and I hope someone was encouraged on this little do's and don'ts of running a successful business. And until next time, y'all have a good one.